From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the New England Patriots. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 18-yard line.
Working with his 2nd and 4. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chewo Lalua, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7, Bills 0. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Off play action. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Eric Kendricks. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. 20, 10, 5. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. From the 10. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A big play here for Buffalo.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Allen going to throw. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off inside the 5. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
2nd and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10. Now Jones. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Watch 30 seconds.
Allen off the play fake. On the move to his left. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. These 2 teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. To the air, Allen going deep for Diggs, and he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Pats are going to get the football back at their own 17. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going, because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jones. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Jones. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the 1st half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Patriots 21, Bills nothing. Jake Elliott set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Finding room to the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now Allen. Steps away to his left. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Miles Boykin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Gregory Rousseau has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction, and that means it's something to build on. So you get the first one, and hopefully that can ignite them, and now they can make a few more plays and get back into this game. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. It's caught. Smith. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
A pickup of 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Allen to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing now is Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Check 52.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Alert! Check Mike 54.
Here's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
That's another Bills. First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Right now, boys.
Allen now looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Check.
Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there for the Bills. Now, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is now 24.
Bills 7. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
I got you, son. I got you, son.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Bills' 1st down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And again, it's Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play here for Buffalo.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And they'll try and run it in with Singletary. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. But it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. But they're
in trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyle Duggar, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Allen. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen steps away. Going deep for Diggs. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big gain there for the Bills. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox is 11 in the air, and the Bills get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Allen will try to throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ball game. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Let's get that swagger, y'all.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. Off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denying 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Flush to his right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bills have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. Big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
And now here's a carry heading left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. the inside handoff. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.